We don't have enough religious callers. Seems to be a pattern. We need to do something.
Maybe we're doing our job. Maybe there are just fewer religious people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think that's the case.
That's not the case.
If you are a religious person who wants to talk about what you believe and why, or you believe something that we would call woo, right? If you believe in some pseudo spirituality that you want to call in and talk about, tell us.
If you think the Enneagram is real, for example.
Oh my gosh, we were listening to that this morning. Do you want to
Yeah.
people
So my YouTube suggestions brought up this podcast by I think her name is Elisa Childers. She's a Christian podcaster, and the title of the episode is the Enneagram a Trojan horse in the church? And she's talking with this expert, and by expert,
she wrote a book.
She wrote a book. She did research and wrote a book, which apparently makes you an expert. And I'm not being elitist about that, but when you're doing research into a subject and you say someone is an expert, that comes with certain expectations. So clarification there. The actual substance of this podcast was amazing to me. Absolutely, I was laughing. I was jumping up and down with delight. It was beautiful. So they are complaining that the Enneagram comes from very kind of like mystical, occult roots, as they say. And they're like, well, there's no scientific proof for it. It doesn't pass tests in terms of like, is this an accurate assessment with predictable outcomes? All of these like scientific things. And they're like, and for this reason, and also because demons, this is a bad thing for Christians to do. And the most mind-blowing part of this is that they are using things like, oh, well, the reason people think the Enneagram works is because of Barnum statements, and because when you hear something about yourself that you like, you kind of gravitate towards that. And then when you put effort into learning about something and you like it, then you start thinking it's true, and then you look at experiences through the lens of that thing, and that seems to back up your belief. So they're explaining the Enneagram quite well in terms of this is why personality tests are kind of, dubious in terms of their scientific accuracy, and this is what we say about a lot of religious experiences. And then they turn around.
That's a little close to home.
And then they turn around and they're like, and so the Bible says that we should reject the Enneagram because it is from fallen angels or something like that. And just the cognitive dissonance of that is, it was beautiful. It was lovely.
It was pretty amazing.
So if you have thoughts about the Enneagram, call in.
I remember they were talking about their, you're relying on your experience. You're relying on your own experience. And really what you should be doing is looking for evidence and not just relying on your own anecdotal experience. And it's like, wait, you're so close. You're so close. Please, just a little bit more. Yeah. All right. Before we dive into calls, I do want to put the number out there. I said that we need religious, theist, or callers, but I didn't even say the number. Consider calling 512-991-9242. That's 512-991-9242. Or if you want to call toll free online, you can go to tiny.cc/call-th.